Hi, I'm Ashlyn at BootyFit, and the purpose of this video is just to give you some background around shin splints, because quite often when females first get into running, they tell me that they've got shin splints, okay? Hopefully it's just that, because it's not an overly serious condition, although I totally understand it can be uncomfortable. But what you need to do first of all is check and make sure that you haven't got a stress fracture, so a cracked bone on your shin. So when you take your shin up, literally fingertips, feel around, and if you can feel pain only in one spot, it could be a stress fracture. So obviously the best thing to do would be to go to the doctors, and they'll send you for a scan or an x-ray to look into it further. Failing that, if it doesn't hurt, if you just take your foot off the floor, as you flex your toe towards your body, if you get that burning sensation up your shins, then it can quite possibly be shin splints, okay? So they are literally an inflammation around the shin, and quite often it can be, the causes of them can be almost like a form of shock. Your body isn't used to exercising, or your body isn't used to doing this type of exercising, so it's just your body gently adjusting, okay? It can be from wearing the wrong shoes, and I always say to people, when you get into running and you've made the decision that you like it, it's always really important to get the right trainers, because I find that's an absolute game changer. Can be because your feet pronate, so they come inwards, can cause inflammation on the shins. Also, if you've got weak calves, Achilles, so more down the base of the calf towards the heel, weak ankles, and then also if you're overweight. So obviously if you're carrying additional weight, you're putting the pressure on the lower body. So you're putting pressure on your knees, on your shins, and on your ankles, okay? So generally speaking, they are the causes of shin splints. So what to do? Firstly, make sure you're not pushing yourself too hard, okay? So make sure you're resting in between sessions. So if you're suffering with shin splints, make sure that you're not coming every day. You also want to put ice on them to take away the inflammation. So bag of frozen peas, and if you think it's appropriate, take an anti-inflammatory, so ibuprofen, not to take the pain away, but actually to take some of the inflammation away, okay? That aside, it's rest and stretching, okay? So here we go. In our running sessions, we do this stretch. So I have my knee over my ankle. Back leg is nice and straight, and this is the important part. We want our back foot nice and straight, because lots of people have it on an angle and you won't feel a thing. So actually look at your foot and make sure that your toe and your ankle are in one line, so your foot straight. Drive that back heel into the floor and you'll feel that calf stretching. When you've held this for maybe 20 seconds, exactly the same position, but just put a bend in the knee. So still keeping the heel on the floor, but just bending that back knee. And then that moves the stretch more down to the bottom of the calf and more around the Achilles area, okay? So literally 20 seconds for each, 4 times through, and then repeating it up to 3 times a day. Obviously making sure you're doing both leg. Then more for the Achilles. It's a bit confined in this office here, but what we do for the Achilles is just the ball of the foot resting on a step or a box or something, and then just taking the heel down toward the floor. So again, if your Achilles down the base is tight, you'll feel that stretching, and you'll feel it stretching the whole way up the calf, okay? So make sure you're stretching those areas. Another way to do it is sitting on the floor and actually sitting on your shins, okay? So in this position here, and then you actively need to get your ankles and push them into the floor. So as I push my ankles into the floor, I can feel my shins contracting and working, okay? So it's a good way to strengthen them, and you're going to hold that for 15 seconds, rest and repeat 3 times through, okay? And the last one, I've never actually done it, but heel walking's meant to be really good again. So walking on your heels around for 30 seconds, and again you can feel this really working your shins. So walking around for 30 seconds, walking normally for 30 seconds, as so this is a very confined space in this office. repeating it 4 times through and then 3 times throughout the day, okay? So it's rest, it's ice to take away the inflammation, it's stretching and it's strengthening. And also just be rest assured that they probably won't last for that long. It's just your body getting used to a new way to exercise. And lastly, what I was going to say is K-taping. So I've only had it done a couple of times, but K-tape is brilliant for injuries. And you can go and see a sports therapist and then they'll charge you to put K-tape on, or you can buy K-tape online or in a shop like TK Maxx. Go onto YouTube and then just literally put into YouTube K-tape for shin splints, and they'll actually show you exactly how to apply K-tape, and that would be a really, really good way to get rid of shin splints as well, okay? So I hope this video has been of use to you, and I am Aislinn at Booty Fit. Bye bye.